Excuse me. Can I take your some time for my survey?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So actually, my name is Aniruddh,
Hi,
and I am here
Aniruddh.
to interview. I am here to interview you for my UXD class actually. So our main goal is to find out the struggles of what international students are focusing on and what they are facing right now. So as a potential user, I will be video recording this interview, and I would like your consent for this.
Yeah, yes, of course. Go
So
ahead.
this is I, Aniruddh Atrey, and cameraman Jeevan Reddy with me. Okay. So your responses and this recording would be kept confidential and will only be used to improve the student experience in UF. Okay. So the interview would take around 15 minutes. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So do you have any questions before proceeding?
No, go ahead.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. So could you please introduce yourself and tell me about your background if you're comfortable?
Yeah, so I was a graduate student at University of Florida. I did my majors in computer science and I have recently graduated. I graduated in December 2022 and now I'm working full-time as a software engineer.
Okay, nice. Amazing. So which country are you from?
India.
India. Okay. And when did you arrive in this country?
I think I arrived in 2021 August.
Okay. And how old were you then?
I was 26.
26. Nice. So have you traveled to any other country before?
No.
Oh, so this is the first.
This was my first foreign trip. Yes.
Nice. Amazing. And which program you were in?
Computer science, masters in computer science.
And may I ask which subjects did you have?
So for the first semester, I had analysis of algorithms, database management systems, and mathematics for intelligent systems. And do you want to know the subjects for the rest of the semesters as well?
No, I actually got the idea. Okay. Nice. So how much time did you have between your arrival and the start of the course when you arrived in US?
So I arrived on 18th and my classes started on 23rd, so around 4 to 5 days.
Okay, 4 to 5 days. So what did you do in that time?
So the first thing that I did was get my UF ID, and the next thing that I did was opening a bank account here because I did not have a bank account here. I did not have a debit card. I was not carrying a lot of cash, and I was not able to pay anything, not even for the cabs, not even for the groceries. So that is the first thing that everyone needs to do here.
Exactly. So now we'll proceed to my main questions actually, the main target questions which I'm gonna ask you about. So this is, what were your main concerns as an international student before arriving in US?
So, as I said, the most important thing for me was to get home from the airport, and I was not able to pay for my cab because the cabs didn't accept cash. I had some cash, but they didn't accept it, and I didn't have any credit or debit card. So I asked help from my alumni who were already living here or some relatives who were already here. But if I had not asked them, I would have been in a trouble.
Okay. So then, how did you reach to your home?
In a cab, but somebody else paid for me who was already living here.
Okay, nice. Any other concerns you had before joining the course in UF?
I did my research. I knew which all courses I wanted to pick, but I wasn't sure how much time I should dedicate to each course. I didn't know the difficulty level for each of them. So that was something that I tried to figure out in my initial weeks, but that was manageable.
And did you face any cultural shocks or cultural differences when you joined in the UF?
Yes. The first thing that came to my mind was the grocery store. Like the Indian groceries are pretty expensive here. We use ghee in our food, and that we do not get at Walmart. We have to buy it from the Indian grocery store, and that's very expensive. All the Indian vegetables are expensive, Indian pulses are expensive, so that was a big shock for me. Converting dollars into rupees had become a habit for me. So that was sort of a shock for me, converting everything and then finding out everything is so expensive here. And apart from that, I guess we in India are not used to the independence that we get here. We have to do everything here on our own, like cooking, cleaning. In India, we usually get labor at affordable rates.
Exactly. It's a
So
labor country.
that is another thing that was like completely new to me.
Okay. And just wait a second. Yeah. So, what were some unexpected issues you encountered in the beginning of your time at UF?
I didn't know how to transit through the buses. Like I didn't know the
Bus
schedules.
changing. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know the schedules, and nobody told me that there was an app we could use for tracking the buses.
Yeah.
And so I'll tell you a thing.
Mhm.
I got into a bus and I didn't know how to stop the bus. Nobody told me that we had to pull the string. In India,
Oh,
we just tell the driver or the person
Or
inside
conductor over there.
yeah, that stop the bus on this station, or we would buy the ticket for that particular station. Here, I didn't know how to stop the bus and I missed my stop.
Oh.
So yeah, that was something that was I was struggling through. But yeah, I got to know that there's an app. I saw people stopping the buses. I figured out, okay, this is the way.
Can you spell out the name of the app to the camera?
It's the GNV RTS app. Very
Yeah.
useful for the incoming students. I think everyone should pre-install it before coming to the US. You would not need cabs. You would easily manage your transportation throughout Kingsville.
Okay, thank you so much. And do you think that this problem can be prevented by UF in any way
Yeah.
possible?
Yeah, so we do have Indian communities that help Indian students while they transition into a new country. But I guess their documentation is a bit outdated. I mean, there are still a lot of things that they do not mention in their sessions and their communications. So this thing might be added there.
Okay, thank you so much for your valuable feedback. So, lastly, what would you say that UF as a university could do better to help you smoothen your transition? Any
UF
major points?
as a university.
Yeah.
So when I came here, there were a lot of campus jobs available for the students to help them financially. But now I see a lot of students struggling to get a part-time job, to pay for their tuition, to pay for their daily expenses. So I think UF can help students in that aspect, like providing some help financially, or like providing some part-time jobs under professors, under faculties, in laboratories. So that is one thing that I feel UF could help students with.
For the part-time jobs. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Same here.